Ladies and gentlemen, every day you wake up is another opportunity, another chance to refine, to grow, and to become the person you were created to be. The tragedy of life is not death. It is a life unlived, a purpose unfulfilled, and potential buried beneath the weight of excuses. The question is, what are you doing with the 24 hours you are given? Are you improving, or are you simply existing? Excellence is not a destination. It is a daily decision. Every day you must sharpen yourself, refine your mind, and elevate your character. If you don't, life will not wait for you. Growth is not automatic, it is intentional. It requires focus, discipline, and a deep commitment to improvement. You must improve your mind because your thoughts shape your reality. Small thinking creates small living. You cannot go further than your mindset allows. Expand your thinking and you will expand your life. Read, learn, expose yourself to wisdom beyond your own, and challenge the limits of your understanding. Improve your attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. The difference between a winner and a loser is not talent, it is mindset. A negative attitude poisons every opportunity, while a positive spirit opens doors that others don't even see. Improve your discipline. The most dangerous enemy you will ever face is not outside of you, it is within. The battle of success is won in the daily unseen decisions. The difference between failure and greatness is the ability to master yourself. What you refuse to control will eventually control you. Improve your communication. Your life rises or falls on your ability to express your ideas, to connect with others, and to make your voice heard. Words have power. They build or destroy, heal or wound, open doors or shut them forever. Improve your relationships. No one succeeds alone. The people in your life either sharpen you or dull you, push you forward or pull you down. If you want to go far, choose wisely, invest deeply, and remove toxic influences that drain your energy and distract you from your destiny. Improve your work ethic. Talent is common, discipline is rare. The world does not reward those who wait, it rewards those who create. Stop hoping for a break and start working on your craft. What you refine in private will be rewarded in public. Improve your character. Your gifts may take you to the top, but only your character will keep you there. The world is filled with fallen leaders, broken promises, and wasted potential, not because of a lack of skill, but a lack of integrity. Success without character is temporary, but character builds a legacy that outlives you. Improve your faith. If you depend only on what you can see, you will always be limited. The unseen is greater than the seen. Believe in something greater than yourself, and you will find the strength to overcome obstacles that seem impossible. Improve your purpose. If you don't know why you exist, you will waste your days chasing things that don't matter. Purpose gives direction, meaning, and power to everything you do. The most dangerous person in the world is not the one with money or influence, but the one with a clear vision and unstoppable determination. Improve your gratitude. The secret to joy is not having more. It is appreciating what you already have. A grateful heart attracts abundance. The more you thank life, the more life gives you to be thankful for. My friends, life is a race, but you are not competing against others. You are competing against the person you were yesterday. Every day you must be better, stronger, wiser, more focused, more disciplined, and more determined than you were before. The greatest tragedy is not failing, it is staying the same. If you are not growing, you are dying. Make the choice, do the work, improve daily, and watch your life transform beyond what you ever imagined. Improve your mind. Your thoughts shape your reality. Expand your thinking by reading, learning, and exposing yourself to new wisdom. Improve your attitude. Your mindset determines your success. A positive attitude opens doors, while negativity destroys opportunities. Improve your discipline. Self-mastery is the key to success. The battle is won in the small, unseen, daily decisions. Improve your relationships. The people in your life either elevate or diminish you. Choose your circle wisely and remove toxic influences. Improve your character. Your gifts may take you to the top, but only integrity will keep you there. Success without character is temporary. Improve your purpose. Without purpose, life lacks direction. Find your reason for existence and pursue it with passion and focus. Your mind is the control center of your life. Everything you experience, every decision you make, and every success or failure you encounter begins in your mind. It is the birthplace of ideas, the battlefield of struggles, and the foundation of your future. If you do not intentionally develop and expand your thinking, you will remain trapped in limitations you never even questioned. The greatest prison is not made of concrete walls or iron bars. It is made of small thinking. A person can be physically free but mentally enslaved by fear, doubt, and ignorance. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not luck. It is their ability to think beyond their current reality. If you allow your mind to remain stagnant, you will live a life far beneath your potential. The first step to transformation is awareness. You cannot change what you refuse to acknowledge. If you want to improve your mind, you must first recognize the thoughts that limit you. What beliefs have you accepted as truth that are keeping you stuck? What mental barriers are stopping you from stepping into the life you desire? Challenge every thought that does not serve your purpose. Growth begins when you start questioning the limits placed on you, whether by society, your upbringing, or even yourself. Reading is one of the most powerful ways to expand your mind. Knowledge is the fuel of growth, and books are the storage banks of wisdom. Every great leader, innovator, and world changer has been an avid reader. When you read, you sit at the feet of the greatest minds in history, absorbing their wisdom and avoiding their mistakes. A person who does not read is no better off than a person who cannot read. If you want to elevate your thinking, make reading a daily habit. Surround yourself with people who challenge you. The company you keep shapes the way you think. If you spend time with people who complain, make excuses, and settle for mediocrity, their mindset will infect you. If you want to grow, connect with those who inspire, challenge, and push you to think bigger. Protect your mind from negativity. What you consume mentally will shape your reality. If you constantly feed on fear, gossip, and distractions, your thoughts will reflect that. Guard your mental space like you guard your home. Don't allow just anything to enter. Instead, fill your mind with inspiration, knowledge, and possibilities. Your future is not determined by your background, circumstances, or resources. It is determined by your mindset. If you elevate your thinking, you elevate your life. The greatest transformation begins within. Expand your mind, and your world will expand with it. Your attitude is the lens through which you see life. It determines how you interpret challenges, how you respond to setbacks, and how far you will go in pursuit of your goals. Two people can face the same situation. One will see an opportunity while the other sees an obstacle. The difference is not in the circumstance, but in the attitude. A negative attitude is a silent thief. It robs you of joy, blinds you to possibilities, and keeps you trapped in frustration. It convinces you that you are a victim, that life is unfair, and that success is reserved for others. But in reality, the only thing standing in your way is your perspective. Life is not happening to you, it is responding to you. If you approach it with a mindset of defeat, you will find nothing but reasons to confirm your failure. If you approach it with expectation and determination, you will create your own opportunities. Your attitude affects your relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who uplift, inspire, and bring energy into a room. A person with a negative attitude repels opportunities because no one wants to work with someone who complains, doubts, and spreads discouragement. The world rewards those who bring solutions, not those who magnify problems. If you want to attract the right people into your life, start by adjusting your attitude. Gratitude is the foundation of a winning attitude. When you focus on what is missing, you will always feel like you don't have enough. But when you focus on what you already have, you unlock a mindset of abundance. A grateful person sees possibilities where others see limitations. They recognize that even in difficult situations, there is something to learn, something to gain, and something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, and abundance attracts more success. Adversity is the ultimate test of attitude. It is easy to be positive when everything is going well, but true strength is revealed in difficult times. Challenges are not designed to break you, they are designed to shape you. Every setback is a setup for a comeback if you choose to see it that way. Your attitude in tough times determines whether you rise stronger or remain stuck in bitter. Success is not just about talent, intelligence, or hard work. It is about the mindset you carry every day. The right attitude turns obstacles into stepping stones, struggles into lessons, and failures into fuel for greatness. If you master your attitude, you master your destiny. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is not talent, luck, or even intelligence that separates the successful from the unsuccessful. It is the ability to master oneself. Without discipline, dreams remain wishes, plans remain unfinished, and potential remains untapped. The most dangerous enemy to your success is not outside of you, it is within. It is the voice that tells you to sleep a little longer, to skip the hard work, to take the easy way out. If you do not conquer that voice, it will conquer you. The greatest battle you will ever fight is against your own desires. The human mind naturally seeks comfort, ease, and shortcuts, but success demands the opposite. Growth happens in discomfort, breakthroughs happen in discipline, and greatness is built on daily habits. No one wakes up disciplined. It is a decision that must be made every single day. The people who achieve their goals are not necessarily the most gifted. They are simply the ones who refuse to quit when it was inconvenient. Discipline is doing what must be done even when you don't feel like it. Feelings are unreliable. If you only act when you feel motivated, you will never be consistent. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Discipline wakes you up early when comfort tells you to sleep. It keeps you working when distraction calls your name. It keeps you focused when the world is pulling you in 100 directions. Small disciplines create massive results. No one becomes successful overnight, but every great achievement is built on small, consistent actions. The person who commits to reading daily will become knowledgeable. The one who trains consistently will become strong. The one who saves money instead of wasting it will build wealth. Discipline compounds over time, turning ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Your habits reveal your future. Look at what you do every day and you will see where your life is headed. If your days are filled with procrastination, excuses, and wasted time, your future will reflect that. If your days are filled with intentional effort, learning, and discipline, success is inevitable. You cannot escape the results of your habits. The greatest rewards in life are reserved for those who refuse to be controlled by distractions, excuses, or emotion. Discipline is the price of success, and every person must decide whether they are willing to pay it. Those who do will rise above the rest. Those who don't will watch from the sidelines as others achieve what they only dreamed of. The choice is yours. Your relationships determine the quality of your life. No one succeeds alone, and no one fails alone. Your environment either lifts you up or pulls you down. The people you surround yourself with influence your thinking, your habits, and ultimately your destiny. If you want to grow, You must be intentional about who you allow into your life. The right relationships challenge you. Growth happens when you are surrounded by people who push you beyond your comfort zone. If you are always the smartest, most ambitious, or most disciplined person in your circle, you are in the wrong circle. You should be around those who inspire you to aim higher, think bigger, and work harder. Greatness is contagious, but so is mediocrity. If you spend time with those who settle for less, you will start lowering your own standards. Toxic relationships drain your energy, kill your confidence, and limit your progress. Some people are only in your life to distract you, discourage you, or keep you at their level. They do not celebrate your wins, they do not push you to improve, and they do not share your vision. These relationships are dangerous because they disguise themselves as friendship, but in reality, they are chains holding you back. If someone in your life is constantly negative, always complaining or discouraging your growth, you must make a decision. Either they change or you move on. Strong relationships are built on mutual respect, support, and shared value. It is not enough to connect with successful people. You must connect with people who align with your principles. A relationship built on selfish gain will not last. The right connections are those that bring out the best in you, hold you accountable, and walk with you through both success and failure. Your relationship should not just be about what you can get, but also about what you can give. The most valuable relationships are those where both people add value to each other's lives. Be the kind of person who uplifts, encourages, and inspires others. Serve, support, and invest in the people who matter. The more value you bring to others, the stronger your relationships will be. In life, you will never rise above the level of your closest relationships. Your circle determines your direction. If you want to go far, be intentional about your company. Surround yourself with those who fuel your vision, challenge your growth, and push you toward your purpose. The wrong people will waste your time, but the right people will change your life. Choose wisely. Your character is the foundation of your success. Talent can open doors, intelligence can create opportunities, and hard work can take you far, but only character will keep you at the top. History is filled with people who had great skill but lost everything because they lack integrity. No amount of talent can compensate for a weak character. Character is who you are when no one is watching. It is not about reputation, which is what others think of you. It is about integrity, which is who you truly are. A person without character may achieve temporary success, but they will eventually collapse under the weight of their own dishonesty, arrogance, or lack of self-control. True success is not measured by what you gain, but by how you gain it. If you sacrifice integrity for money, power, or fame, you are trading something priceless for something temporary. Honesty is one of the greatest tests of character. A dishonest person cannot be trusted, and without trust, no relationship, business, or leadership position can survive. Lies may bring quick benefits, but they always come with long-term consequences. The truth may be difficult, but it builds a foundation that cannot be shaken. A person of character speaks the truth even when it is uncomfortable, stands by their values even when it is costly, and refuses to compromise even when pressured. Discipline is another pillar of character. Many people fail not because they lack skill, but because they lack self-control. They allow their emotions, impulses, and desires to dictate their actions, leading to poor decisions that destroy their credibility. A disciplined person knows how to control their words, manage their time, and handle their responsibilities. They do not allow distractions, temptations, or shortcuts to derail them from their principles. Humility is also essential to strong character. Pride is the downfall of many, as it blinds people to their weaknesses and makes them resistant to correction. A person of character remains teachable, willing to learn from mistakes, and open to feedback. They do not see themselves as superior to others, but recognize that true greatness comes from serving, growing, and improving every day. Your character determines your legacy. Wealth can be lost, fame can fade, and power can be taken away. But character is what people will remember. The world may reward skill in the short term, but it honors integrity in the long run. If you want lasting success, build your life on a foundation that cannot be shaken. When everything else is tested, it is your character that will determine whether you stand or fall. Purpose is the driving force behind a meaningful life. Without it, people drift aimlessly, chasing success without fulfillment, working hard without direction, and achieving much, yet feeling empty. Purpose is not just about what you do. It is about why you do it. When you discover your purpose, everything changes. You wake up with clarity, work with passion, and push through challenges with determination because you know you are living for something greater than yourself. Many people spend their lives searching for happiness, but happiness is a byproduct of purpose. Money, status, and possessions may bring temporary pleasure, but they cannot fill the void of an unfulfilled life. The most successful people are not those who accumulate the most wealth, but those who live with deep conviction and direction. True satisfaction comes from knowing that what you do matters, that your existence has meaning, and that you are making a difference. Purpose is not found by accident. It must be discovered. It requires deep self-reflection, asking yourself the right questions. What am I passionate about? What problems do I feel called to solve? What gifts and talents do I have that can benefit others? Purpose is often connected to service. The greatest impact comes from using your strengths to help others, uplift society, and create something that outlives you. The question is not just what do I want from life, but what does life need from me? Once you find your purpose protected, many people allow distractions, fears, and the opinions of others to pull them away from their true calling. They settle for jobs that do not fulfill them, relationships that drain them, and lifestyles that do not align with their vision. But purpose demands focus. It requires saying no to anything that does not contribute to your mission. The more intentional you are, the clearer your path becomes. Purpose gives you resilience. Life will test you. You will face setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But when you have a strong purpose, quitting is not an option. You push through obstacles because you know why you started. The most successful people in history were not those who never faced difficulties, but those who refused to give up because their purpose was greater than their pain. Living with purpose transforms everything. Work becomes meaningful, challenges become opportunities, and success is redefined. It is not just about personal achievement, but about impact, legacy, and contribution. When you walk in your purpose, you inspire others to do the same. You create change, you bring value, and you leave the world better than you found it. A life of purpose is the only life truly worth living. Your life is too valuable to be lived on autopilot. Every day is an opportunity to grow, refine, and elevate yourself. Success is not a mystery. It is the result of intentional improvement in the areas that matter most. If you commit to developing your mind, sharpening your attitude, strengthening your discipline, building meaningful relationships, guarding your character, and walking in your purpose, you will unlock a life of true success and fulfillment. The difference between those who rise and those who remain stagnant is not luck or circumstance. It is the daily decisions they make. Small improvements may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they compound into greatness. The world does not reward potential, it rewards results. And results come from consistent, disciplined growth. If you want to change your life, change what you do every day, elevate your thinking, shift your perspective, stay committed to your values, and pursue your purpose with everything in you. The future is not waiting for you, it is responding to you. Choose to become better. Choose to rise and choose to live the life you were created for. The path to greatness is not for the chosen few. It is for those who choose to walk it. Will you